Bill Jesser again here. Another follow-up to the last videos we've done. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the trees. You saw what I was looking for on the horse as far as the tree goes. But if you can kind of look in here, we have three different back gullet widths. And you saw how all these trees fit differently on those horses. And so when we go to start looking at saddles in the store, the biggest thing I want to know is how big is the gullet hole. I want to see that it's going to be wide enough for a shoulder to come up and move into there. This one being the widest at 5.5. This one is at 4 3/4, and this tree over here is at 4 1/4. 4 1/4 is a pretty good average for most saddles being made today. There'll be a 7 in the front with a 4, or a 6 3/4 with a 4 in the back. 90-degree angle is pretty much your full quarter horse bars. We can have trees built to where they take them out to 93 degrees to fit more of your real heavy shouldered horses and your draft crosses. And then again, here we have the little Rawhide tree. This tree, it's hard to tell on it, but it does measure 4 1/4 in the back of the gullet. It's a 7 up front, but a 4 1/4 in the back. There's several companies building saddles on these little Rawhide trees. Price point for the finished saddle is really good for people starting out. But as you can see, as we move up in quality of trees, the better the fit is going to be. The less that we're going to have to fiddle with any type of pads to get them on the horses. This tree here is a straight rawhide covered tree. This tree right here is a rawhide covered tree, then covered in marine fiberglass. This is a straight rawhide tree. This is a little thinner rawhide. This is a bullhide. This is just a regular cowhide, so the rawhide's a little thinner. The thinner the rawhide, the more the flexsteel tree will come. More of your cutting and barrel racing saddles will only have a single layer of rawhide on them. And then again, the little Rawhide tree, which is a composition tree. This is another tree. This is a tree that's just covered in fiberglass. They're not very strong at all, and a lot of them that we get in to repair end up breaking. This saddle right here, you can just push and pop the fiberglass mat down because it isn't drawn down in there tight. This tree is cracked right up here along the swell cover, and they busted the horn out of it. This is one of the older trees. It's only sitting at 3 3/8 back here at the gullet hole. So when I'm talking to you about the gullet width, we're looking at a tree that's like this on this older glass covered one. It's 3 3/8, 3 1/4 in the back, and they spread it out to a 7. It's a really sharp angle, but if you keep spreading that out, that angle just gets sharper. It doesn't help your horse at all. But we can bring the front back in, raise this out. Now we have room for a shoulder to go into. So there's kind of a little quick deal on saddle trees. Of course, the price point on the saddle, the better the tree, the better the fit, the more the cost. But this little Rawhide tree that they've come up with and designed really fits horses nice, fits a variety of horses, and fits a variety of budgets. Okay, as a saddle maker and repairman, I get all kinds of saddles in. This one happens to have a busted tree in it, but it is a good example of why I'm talking about the shoulders being pinched back here. It makes pretty good contact, but it is so narrow in this horse, this tree is just going to slide way back on him. I'd like to thank all of you for taking the time to watch these videos that we're putting on our website and our Facebook. We're doing it to help educate you so that you and your horse can both have a lot better ride. There's a lot of saddle fitters out there that are excellent saddle fitters. In any way, don't want to knock them down for what they do. This is the method that we use. We have great success with it. Basically, saddles is a passion of mine. The trees, I collect trees. I like to see the different trees. And being a saddle maker, it gave me just a little bit more insight as to what I was looking at as far as getting these saddles to fit right. I don't care if you're just going to be a trail rider, a mounted shooter, you want to go into working cow horse, reining, cutting, roping, any of the events, you still have to have a saddle that fits your horse. And any of the good saddle makers and saddle fitters out there can help you achieve your goal. But I thank you for your time, and any questions, come visit us in at Saddle Up, and I'll try to answer any questions I can for you. Thank you.